became flesh. He who would never change went into a state of changing like us. And he aged. He grew. He entered. He became. That's a pretty big move by God, wouldn't you agree? I asked you if you believed in Christmas. And I asked you if you believe that Jesus is God. Do you believe that God became a human and walked among us? Do you believe that? Okay, did you see any of that happening? I mean, is that like a normal thing? When you're watching the football game, suddenly does God show up and sit down next to you? It's not a normal event, is it? That's a pretty big event. That God not only comes to us, but God enters into our existence and begins to change. Why? Anyone here ever give birth? Was it a pretty clean environment you gave birth in? Was it sterile? Were they wearing a mask? Did everybody wash their hands? Would you give birth there? He not only becomes flesh, but he who sits on the throne of heaven lays in dirty straw in the cold. Why? Why? So that we could buy Christmas presents and Amazon could get rich? Why? So now let me ask you another question. I don't mean to get real personal. Let me ask another question. How many of you are grandparents? Your grandparents? You see your grandchild in the pool drowning, what do? Jump in. You may not even know how to swim, and you're still going to jump in, aren't you? Why? See, the reason why we have trouble believing in Christmas is because we have trouble understanding the truth of it. And the truth of it is this. The reason he did that is because we were all in desperate need. We were all perishing. And he loves us. See, the reason we have trouble understanding the magnitude of Christmas is because we fail to understand the magnitude of our need. Because we're here looking at each other and we're going, you know, I'm not as good as you. I'm not as good as you. I think, you know what, I've seen how you drive. I'm a little nicer than you. We don't get it.